Oh, it's you. Good job making it all the way here.
The magical labyrinth? That wouldn't stop me. Your familiar said you were about to make a move. I must have heard wrong.
That impertinent little blabbermouth fool.
Why do you tolerate impertinence? Try tightening the familiar's leash.
That one is almost too feisty for an old man such as myself to handle. But then that just makes it even more thrilling.
Of course it does. You've been alive too long.
I choose to keep young by having some fun, which is more than anyone could say for you.
Unfortunately, cheap thrills don't do much for me.
If that's so, then what do you bother living for? Are you wandering around in the dark simply to avoid having to choose a path?
I live simply to find out why I'm still alive.
Harutora! Harutora! Hey, Harutora!
Huh?
Man! Stupid Tora, you're always so slow. Hurry up,
Whoa.
would you?
Hold on, Hokuto. Be careful.
Stupid Tora. Don't worry about me, I'm good.
Hey, what's up? Is something wrong?
Natsume?
Master Harutora! Is everything alright?
Khan? Nah, I'm okay. It's nothing.
But are you sure?
I said it's nothing. I'm sorry I woke you up.
The doctrine of the five elements consists of two principles, the rivalry and the harmonious relationship between each element. The principle of rivalry states that wood draws energy.
I'll keep it forever!
You do what you want. I hope you know it costs way more to win than it was worth.
Maybe, but I don't care.
Why not?
Just 'cause, silly.
Reciprocation. In the principle of harmonious relationship, wood begets fire, fire begets earth, earth begets gold, and gold begets water.
These are swallow whips. Little guys were designed to detect and bind any source of spirit energy. Hide your spirit energy and they'll fly on by. Well, I'm afraid Harutora's out of the running. Couldn't even reach the 3-minute mark, huh? Having an abundance of spirit energy is good, but you need to control it. Focus on containing the wellspring and try to keep your cool.
Hey, I'm cool as a cucumber in a big bowl of ice cream, man.
Ooh, a simile. 10 points extra credit.
Oh, my poor master!
Khan?
Don't worry, Master Harutora. Your loyal servant Khan will get you out of whatever this is.
It's nice that you care so much for your master, but stay out of the way, okay?
You impudent hayseed! Get your paws off of me!
Whoa! Khan, just calm down already!
Come down to my level! Let me go, you big meanie!
He's distant. Like he doesn't like me anymore.
If you can honestly think that nonsense, then you're dumber than I thought you were, you big dweeb. Lamebrain over there admitted he had feelings for Hokuto. And that would mean he feels the same way towards you, now wouldn't it?
But...
Look, if you're not gonna say anything to him, then maybe I could talk to him for you.
No, please don't do that! You can't! It's something I should do.
So wonderful to have rain again.
Watch the whole thing, darling.
Wait, so you saw me in there?
I was secretly spying on you guys the whole time, duh. No one even had a clue I was there.
Weird.
An invisibility spell, huh? Classic Divine General hijinks.
It's really a rather basic spell. But you can't even do that right, can you? How do you expect to improve if you don't practice, silly? All you have to do is completely release everything cluttering your mind, which for you shouldn't take very long at all.
Huh? If I do empty my mind, then, like, how am I gonna remember the spell?
Shut up! Listen! You need to keep training until the spell is second nature and you can chant the damn thing in your sleep. Sorry to keep you waiting.
About time, Kyoko.
It takes a bit longer for a girl to get ready. But then I wouldn't expect a guy with less than 0 class to understand. Oh, hello, Suzuka!
gross.
You're looking cuter than ever, just like a little porcelain dolly.
Stop glomping on me, you mammary monster!
Okay, I'm lost. Since when have the two of you become so chummy?
Our secret.
We aren't chummy!
Aw, you're so cute when you're angry. Wait, where's Tenma?
He went home already.
That's weird. Though now that you mention it, he did seem a little down. I wonder, maybe his family said something to him.
What do you mean?
The Momoe clan is an influential Onmyo family, and Tenma is their successor, so they can be kind of tough to deal with.
That's rough. I guess I don't know much about him.
I have a question, sir. Is Onmyo magic aptitude entirely dependent on innate talent? It doesn't seem like something you can master with hard work alone.
You do need talent. How many spirit seers do you think there are now? It's shocking how few of us are around. Only a small percentage of the population has the ability, and fewer still go on to become pro-mages. These days, there are very few occupations that have to be as selective as this one.
Do you think I have what it takes to be a working mage someday?
I don't know. Becoming a professional mage requires more than raw talent, you understand.
Sure.
Try to envision Onmyo magic as a grand tapestry in which the sum total of each mage's talents acts as a single thread, like the skills of your departed parents. Thanks to the innovation of their company, Witchcraft Corps, the power of familiars has become accessible to ordinary people everywhere. You understand the value of that, don't you?
Specializing familiars for specific duties, like construction, increase their general usability and appeal.
Correct. They made artificial familiars mainstream by standardizing the power output, effectively taking the magic user's strength out of the equation. Your parents even invented these swallow whips. They truly were visionaries. I shouldn't have to remind you just how important these supporting industries are to the spread of Onmyo magic, and to our very future. We accepted you into the school based on your qualifications. Please, have faith in our judgment. And don't forget to have some in yourself, too.
Excuse me, is there something I can help you with?
Good afternoon, sir. My name's Atsune Hirata. Nice to meet you. I'm a magical crime investigator. I have a question about an old familiar we have back at the Bureau. I was hoping that you might be able to help me out with it.
The familiar. Was it something that my mother helped develop?
Yes.
If that's the case, then you really should contact Witchcraft Corporation directly.
Yes, of course. I suppose you're right. Well then, sorry to bother you. Thanks, Tenma Momoe.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Wait a second. That was weird. I never introduced myself to him.
Familiar.
My name is Doman Ashia, and I will take the Raven Coat tomorrow.
Bad news.
Miyoshi, what have you been able to sniff out?
All preliminary reports seem to indicate the direct involvement of D himself.
Well, if this is Domon's talisman familiar, then that means we've got a leg up.
Only if we assume it's genuine. Whatever the case, Mr. Ashia has some questions to answer. No matter the cost, I want him caught. Miyachi, how is our interception system?
We've completely deconstructed and rebuilt the magical defense barrier, with it now centered on Mariren. It seems ironclad.
Please, sir. I don't like being called Mariren.
Hirata, what have your people at the Bureau discovered?
Sir, in regards to the D personage, there is still so much we just don't know, and I'd rather not misinform anyone.
I appreciate the discretion, but I'd still like to hear your thoughts on the matter.
If you insist, Director. I think it is extremely likely that the Twin Horn Syndicate is manipulating this situation from the shadows. And it is my opinion that the only hope we have of stopping that organization is our ability to effectively apprehend this D fellow.
Precisely what I wanted to hear. Well, Chief?
Pass the word along to your subordinates. The Onmyo Agency will intercept D with the entirety of its resources.
Whoa, hold up!
Hmm?
I have some information I think I should report, Commander.
I'm listening.
It's about the Ravencoat, sir.
Is that so? Well then, let's hear what you've got.
Well, there's a rumor that's been going around lately about the code at the agency. They're saying it's a replica.
Really?
They say the one at the agency is a fake, and that the real one is kept at Onmyo Prep. So I guess, long story short, there's a chance that D will make an assault on the school instead. Has the director considered that possibility?
Kogure. Director Amami is most likely already aware of this. He knows more about the various details than all of the rest of us do combined, so try to have a little faith. After all, he's the director of the Magical Investigation Bureau. Plus, he's our key strategist, so I trust his judgment. I'm pretty sure he would have confirmed the facts for himself over at Onmyo Preparatory.
You don't even want to check it out?
If he thought any threat could come of it, he'd have sent us.
I guess.
Just think it through. If there's any truth to this rumor of yours, then it would mean Chief Kurahashi himself is the one who hid the Ravencoat at the school.
But why do something so reckless?
Have you forgotten last summer? We can't make any assumptions at this point, do you understand?
Wait, are you saying?
If the real Ravencoat truly is at Onmyo Prep, as the rumor suggests, what do we do? Go and pick it up? Lead the Twin Horn Syndicate right to it? That would be worse than if D got his hands on it. So yes, we are taking quite a few risks, but in the long run, it ends up being a reasonable compromise. You should try to focus on your orders for the time being and not get distracted. Just hold up your end of the operation, and it'll be easier for all of us.
Are you certain? How can that be right?
Well, if it's a practical joke, it's been quite well executed. I can't imagine anyone could have the power to so thoroughly alter Kurahashi's predictions.
Domon Ashia.
It figures. When we're chasing him, we don't even glimpse his shadow. Then he makes a flashy entrance at our headquarters. Now he's got my boys at the Bureau second-guessing themselves. Which is precisely the reason I came here. The rumor says that the Ravencoat of the agency is a fake, and Onmyo Prep is safeguarding the actual Ravencoat, which Domon has been searching for. There any truth to that?
Perhaps.
I prefer to be completely prepared regardless of where the authentic coat is actually being held. I just wanted to make sure you fully grasped the severity of this situation, Mio.
I am aware. And Amami?
Hmm?
Thank you. I need you to get a hold of Mr. Otomo and Mr. Fujiwara, please. Yes. Consider it urgent.
Ow, my head! I totally got a brain freeze! Become an Onmyo mage! You better not say no! Get it for me, Harutora. If you can get it for me, well then, I'll kiss you. How could you? How could you be so careless? You didn't even chase after me. And when I come back, you're kissing that girl. Stupid Tora, you don't get it. You hurt my feelings, and now this is even worse. The guy I like kissed another girl.
What if Hokuto actually was Natsume the whole time?
Harutora. Harutora.
I'm so dumb. I just have to tell him Hokuto is actually me. And that I felt like this for such a long time.
Things can't stay like this. I'll talk to her. Tomorrow.
I'm done. See ya.
Hey, are you leaving?
Give me a break.
Oh man, it looks like it's about to rain again.
Yeah.
But summer starts when the rainy season is over.
Uh-huh.
Summertime is, festival time. Usually. Have you ever been to one in the countryside? They wear yukatas and, you know, stuff.
Yukata?
Never mind, I was just rambling, it's dumb. Come on, you coward. I thought you decided it was time to talk to her for real. Natsume!
Harutora, What is it, Harutora? So, Harutora, what were you saying?
So this is the second-class magic called Young Love that they speak of.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, hello there.
Those of us who love little girls get to dwell in youth eternally.
Sorry?
So you haven't met this one yet? The senior obsessed with little girls.
My pleasure.
Now you're blushing? It's not like it's a secret.
You must be Natsume Tsuchimikado.
Right. It's nice to meet you.
My name is Suzu, but please call me Little Girl Senior.
Oh, I will. Count on it.
So, Domon, you made your move.
Seriously, bro. This is just getting ridiculous.
What's that supposed to mean?
The two of you morons.
Take your seats, everyone. Class is now in session.
Pardon me, sir, but where's Mr. Otomo? Is he sick or something?
Mr. Otomo's been called away on urgent matters. I'm afraid you're stuck with me for now.
What? Your teacher wasn't in class either?
Yeah, apparently he was needed for an emergency.
How weird.
Something strange is going on, right?
Yeah.
I've heard that none of the practical skills instructors have even been to the campus today. I guess that could be just gossip. The whole thing is suspicious.
What's going on?
No way that's true!
Everybody just quiet down!
We are reporting live on the scene at the breakout of a new crisis. At high noon today, an attack began on the Onmyo Agency headquarters in Akihabara, located in the Taito district of Tokyo. This video is coming to you live from the scene.
Those are...
Oh no, they're Tsuchigumos!
No way! It should be impossible to control that many.
It can't be.
Harutora?
Master!
Now then, shall we begin?
It's been a long time, Master Domon.
Oh yes, you must be the previous head of the Kurahashi family. I take it we've met before?
We have, when I was still a child.
Of course, I remember. You were the Kurahashi priestess who was with Yako, weren't you?
Why do you need the Ravencoat, Master?
Strictly speaking, my familiar is the one who wants it, not me.
Familiar?
Yes, one who prefers being called a disciple, though.
You should know the coat is not currently at the school.
Yes, if you don't mind, I think I'll have a look around for it anyway.
I wish you would take a moment to rethink your strategy. Your attitude on this is not only unreasonable, but extremely rude.
You know, I've always thought being polite just for the sake of it is actually ruder than being brutally honest. On top of that, I have no intention of wasting good manners here.
Release magic familiars! Alpha! Omega!
Understood. Orders received.
Could these fellows be Yako's creations? Apparently, I'll be able to have fun earlier than I expected.
Where did these Tsuchigumos come from?
Mr. Haratora! There's danger, sir!
Hey, Khan. I need you to bring me my staff, just in case.
Yes, sir!
Attention, students! Please calmly evacuate to the training grounds immediately. I repeat, attention, students! Please calmly evacuate to the training grounds immediately!
Come on, move it, guys. You heard him. We gotta go.
Oh, hello. I've been looking for you. We haven't met in person since the night of the Nue, have we?
What is it, you bastard? What the hell did you come here for?
Oh, nothing but a silly little errand. Trust me, this particular adventure I'm having is irregular even for me, kiddos. But since we're all here, it makes sense for me to have a little fun with you first.
Yeah? The students here are protected by a barrier. There's no way you'll get in.
Oh dear. You didn't really think I would come all this way without having any tricks up my sleeve, did you? I'm nothing if not resourceful. Although I suppose it does seem that recently I've been enjoying the element of surprise more and more. Order!
What's going on?
Most barriers are strong from the outside. However, they're normally easy to break from within. It doesn't matter how old the magic may be.
Mr. Haratora!
How's the school?
Not good. The whole building is overflowing with Tsuchigumos.
Come, if you think you're ready to leave the nest.
Tenma!
This is my fault.
Hakuo! Kakafu!
Get the hell up, Tenma!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
Don't say that. Ugh. I mean, who do you think you are over there? Taking down a barrier from the inside by sneaking in a trap? Hello, oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, but I...
So what if you were chosen to be the pawn this time? That was just a coincidence, duh. You must have a high opinion of yourself. We're fighting D here. Look, Four Eye, someone like you wouldn't stand a chance in hell against him.
Yeah, she's got you there, man.
They're right. Sure, it sucks, but he's been one step ahead of all of us.
Ain't that the truth? Besides, causing trouble? That's kinda Natsume's in my department.
Haratora.
Save your depression and introspection for later, you goofball.
You guys...
Is that Kyoko I hear?
Grandmother?
Everyone to the roof!
Good a place as any.
What do we do?
Well, we always do. Force our way to the top.
That sounds like a plan to me. Now first seal purge!
Let's go! Come and get it! Ah! incredible, Suzuka!
Please, even having the restrictions on my magic, this is cake. Never underestimate a divine general.
Never, ever! I could so fall for you!
What? You could so do what for me now? Are you completely stupid? You can't just say stuff like that out of the blue!
Follow me!
Follow you where? It's a dead end.
Open!
No way.
Go! You can get to the roof from here.
Come, Hokuto! I command you to open up a path before us immediately! I figured as much. These Tsuchigumos are all complete fakes. They're not armored.
Hey!
What's that?
Come over here, quickly! Close this holy place! Keep evil at a distance! Heavenly altar, sealed!
Reboot purge now.
You okay? Careful, you're gonna overdo it.
True, but how can I waste such important practical experience?
Principal Kurahashi, you have to tell us what's going on. This is the Taizen Fukin ritual altar that's been handed down in the Tsuchimikado family. Why is it on the roof of Onmyo Prep?
I'll explain that later, dear. At the moment, however, we're still not as safe as I'd prefer.
I'm sorry to have kept you waiting.
I'm really getting sick of this guy.
Never let anyone tell you toys aren't useful.
Stop screwing around with us!
Oh my, is that the Tsuchimikado Heavenly Altar? But the seal seems to be weak.
That can't be good!
Master, have you been able to find what you're looking for yet?
No, can't say that I have.
Which is why I told you it's not here. Listening is a powerful tool, you know.
Hokuto!
Find it!
Hokuto, no!
Well, isn't that a tragedy? Such a wonderful beast and no one with the ability to control it.
Natsume! Release Hokuto's physical form!
Right! Release! I don't know why, but I can't do it!
Your dragon is being kept in its physical form by his force of will. And at this rate...
Unbelievable. This Tsuchimikado dragon has managed to move even my old heart. Tell me something. You won't mind terribly if I make it my familiar, will you?
How dare you?
What, are you gonna hijack it?
What is one supposed to do with a pathetic old man who's trying to take a child's belongings?
Oh, thank God!
And come on, what genius makes a building without an elevator that goes all the way up to the roof? I've only got one good leg to work with here, you know? What a beautiful view. I bet you could see Mount Fuji on a clear day.
Mr. Otomo?
Hey, Harutora! Sorry I'm late. Principal, I'm assuming I'll get overtime for this, yeah?
I might consider it this time.
Much appreciated, ma'am. Master, I am honored to meet you once again. Do you by any chance remember me at all?
Oh yes, I remember you well, son. At the time, you were focused on running away, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were so intent on it that you threw away your own leg without much of a fight. If you were simply afraid, you would not have been able to make that decision. In fact, you could only choose that path because you were composed and had a high aptitude for assessing your surroundings. Very impressive.
I am much obliged, sir.
You did not reveal any of your tricks to me, but disappeared, leaving only a leg behind. This meant that you intended to have a rematch with me, which was rather unexpected. So you sacrificed your own limb in order to fight another day. A truly bold decision.
I am still inexperienced, Master. I'm merely trying to do what I always do, which is what I believe to be right.
Do you know I've been on this earth for hundreds of years? I'm delighted to know that there are still moments that get my blood pumping. Perhaps it's only because I have the heart of a child. I actually still enjoy a rousing magic battle, although I suppose that's all I really have left in this life. So you could say it warms my very soul. Speaking of warming things up...
Scatter!
A sound spell, and a powerful one.
Oh my, no hiding.
Hello there.
Oh, what? No way you didn't just do that! You opened Kenji Kurahashi's seal! What kind of teacher are you anyway?
One who was a magic investigator in a former life. Now listen, I'm counting on you to protect everyone with a barrier, little Miss Prodigy.
Hey, you didn't have to say that. I'd have done it anyway.
Oh, and Natsume?
Yes?
Your dragon? I'm getting it back.
Come and get me.
So be it. The changing of the 5 elements. Dance of the talismans. Order! Metal spirit begets water spirit. Water spirit begets wood spirit. Wood spirit begets fire spirit. This is the principle of harmonious relationship.
Oh goody, my turn to play. Now let's see. The principle of harmonious relationship. Metal begets water. Principle of rivalry. Water vanquishes fire. What do you think of that?
Rivalry. The earth vanquishes the water. Go intercept the dark water magic. Order!
Mr. Otomo!
Huh? What do you have there?
Order!
What?
Now, Natsume!
Right! Hokuto! Return to me!
Why can't you give me just a little bit of credit, Domon? You should know by now that my specialties are exchanges of lies, bluffs, and small tricks.
Of course, you were after the Tsuchimikado dragon from the start. You always were a cocky bastard. Now I'm curious what your next move will be.
Marishi e Sawaka!
Really? The Marishi mantra? You truly are a man who likes cheap tricks, aren't you?
God of the Eastern Sea, called Ame. Of the Western Sea, Shikuryu. God of the Southern Sea, called Kyojo. God of the Northern Sea, called Gukyu. Dispel 100 demons and exorcise disaster!
Oh, the night parade of 100 demons, Imperial style. What? Wait, is that a curse? Why is there a woven bamboo cage?
I offer the green of leaves from a bamboo tree, and with their withering goes the life that has sustained them. With the ebb and flow of these tides, so shall you ebb and flow. With the sinking of this rock, be engulfed.
It can't be! Now I see why you used the Marishi mantra earlier. You were planning to use the talisman on the woven cage! I should have known! But how could I have known you would use such antiquated props? It's hard to believe there are still such ancient curses left in the Imperial style. I have to say, I'm very impressed. Even I don't know how to reverse this curse. I suppose if the connecting point is reversed, then the spell can be erased, but I can't reach your connecting point, and there's no way to reverse a one-sided magical cage. What a nasty piece of work. Time to go old school. I'll just use brute force to overpower it like a barbarian.
His energy is unreal.
It's giving me chills. So much power.
Ban un taraku kiriku aku!
Return!
No!
Terian soku metsu soku birari birari soku metsu me zan zan kime zan kize zan dari hion shikanshi.
No, please, Mr. Otomo, don't do this.
Zan birari kahun setsu me soku setsu un zan zan dari.
Be careful.
Zan dari ha. I knew it, but now I finally have the proof I needed. You're not human at all. You're a rogue ghost.
This reckless plan of yours was all for the sake of proving that a theory was correct. What fun! I cannot tell you how delightful this is for me. I am completely entranced by you. Honestly, I haven't felt this way since Yako. What's your name, son?
I'm Jin Otomo.
I see. Well, Onmyo Mage Jin Otomo, thy magic was truly a splendid experience. Wilt thou join me and fight at my side? Magic is genuinely profound and beautiful. You seem like someone who understands that truth. Why stop at taking a peek into the depths of magic when with me, you can throw yourself in? Oh, what ecstasy. It is pure rapture. Rapture beyond anything you'll ever know.
Apologies, sir. I must refuse your generous offer. I know it may seem otherwise, but I am not desperate enough to believe the sweet talk of a dried-up old man.
How righteous you are! But I will not forgive you, Jin Otomo. Watch me shatter that holier-than-thou head of yours!
Check it out! Those are swallow whips!
Damn you, Otomo! You dare to use ready-made spells against me! After all your boasting and grandiose displays, now you wish to make a mockery of this match!
I've heard it said that the need to do everything yourself is a form of narcissism. Unlike geniuses throughout history, the rest of us normal folk have our normal ways of doing things. Relying on something man-made happens to be one of those ways, though perhaps you wouldn't understand. And you know, to tell the truth, I never cared much about competing with you in the first place.
What are you trying to do?
I'm merely thinking like a human. If my opponent is like a spirit disaster, then I need only deal with him as I would any intruder from the other side. You enjoy your little games, Dolmon, but announcing your attack was your downfall.
Wait, are those signal fires?
What? You didn't?
Yeah, I know it was kind of rude, but I'm not one to leave things to chance.
I know this! It's the Yamantaka method! I may have misjudged you, Otomo, but you are still too weak for me! You'll have to do better than this, my boy! Your Yamantaka method is a little bit sloppy. There's a distortion in the convergence of the magic. What you have just isn't enough to exorcise me!
Aku Un!
Him!
Hokuto!
Otomo! You okay?
I think I'm done.
Guys, he's alive!
Man, that dude fights like a crazy person.
Didn't I tell you this just isn't enough?
I don't believe it.
So admirable. You drew me away in order to protect your students. You got close. Too bad, though. You drove me this far only to have it all end not as a brilliant mage, but as a teacher. That must be terribly tragic for you.
Oh, it's not that bad. You're right. Being an investigator was always exciting. And I was quite good at some of it. But honestly, I'm better with people than spirit disasters.
Huh?
Well, I guess you know the old saying, don't you? Something clever about to every man his trade. I left it all to those with the talent for it, like him.
Namu, Tengu great and small, Umana Tengu, Tengu by the thousands. First of the great Tengu, Haragayama Taribo, Hirasan Jirobo, Kurumayama Sojibo, Hayazan Hoshibo, Yokokawa Kakukaibo, Fujisan Doranibo, 125,000! All together with Tenko appearing in every place, I call on the demons to disperse! Request complete! Hira Ken no Suwaka!
Hell yeah!
Looks like that's the end of him. See ya, Domon.
Yes, I do suppose I've finally lost.
We have a few questions we'd like to ask. If you surrender quietly and agree to have your magic restrained, I can personally guarantee the safety of your spirit.
Oh, that's right. The loser must answer to the winner now.
Mr. Otomo!
Kogure!
I never would have figured schoolteacher Jin Otomo was such a skilled mage. I would have preferred another outcome, but I'll have to be satisfied with keeping Ashia's lips sealed.
I humbly present myself. I am here for the Taizan Fukun, god of the afterlife. This is terribly demeaning. After all, I'm not a familiar, I'm a disciple. Oh, come on. At least let it be a young girl in there. Paper!
The Domon Ashia attack on the Onmyo Prep School came to a close with a mysterious explosion. Mr. Otomo was quickly taken to the hospital. The damage from the battle could be seen all over the school. In the end, the Ravencoat targeted by Domon had already been taken away by Natsume's father, Yasuzumi Tsuchimikado. While repairs are being made at the school, we are to report to the Meguro branch of the Exorcism Department. The idea is for students to continue their magic training while surrounded by professionals. I've never seen such raw power. It's hard to believe any of us survived that. I'll be that strong. Someday.
God of the Eastern Sea called Ame. Of the Western Sea, Shikuryu. God of the Southern Sea called Kyojo. God of the Northern Sea called Gukyu. Gods of the Four Seas, dispel 100 demons and exorcise disaster. Khan, now! Order!
Master Haratora, he's gone!
Did I do that? Order!
Bishi Bishi Kara Kara Shibari Sawaka! Stop! That's enough!
I'm coming, sir! Just hold on!
Big shocker. I can't do it like he did.
Are you hurt, Master?
There was no need for you to use a spirit disaster counterspell against me. If you don't even know the basics, don't be a copycat.
Take it easy now, Eto.
I thought this was a bad idea from the start, but you were insistent. Learn your place, kid. You're not ready to train with the pros yet. Give it a few years.
These pros you're talking about couldn't handle their own jobs. And now we're at the point where students are using your facilities to train. When the surprise attack came to our school, where were you, pro exorcists? You certainly weren't helping us.
Natsume.
Burn.
I'm proud of you for trying so hard in training, Haratora. Regardless, Eto is too strong.
With all deference, Master, I am of the same opinion.
Haratora?
They were amazing, weren't they? The two of them.
Two of whom?
You know, Mr. Otomo and Domon.
So you're still hung up on that?
What? Sorry, I guess I kinda spaced out.
Never mind, it's fine.
Natsume, that altar that was on the school's roof, it was exactly the same one from out in the country, am I right? So what do you say? Should we go check it out?
I'll take point, sir. Please allow me to lead the way.
Thank you, Khan. mess. I'm amazed we even survived this.
Yeah, if Mr. Otomo hadn't shown up when he did, we might not have.
What is it, Khan?
There's someone at the altar, Master.
Who's there?
We're students who go to this school, just taking a look around. Look, it's pretty dark up here, yeah? I'm just going to add some light.
Khan, flames.
Tsuchimikado. You're Natsume Tsuchimikado. Then that must make you Harutora Tsuchimikado, right? It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Takiko Soma. I'm a student like you, studying to become a real Onmyo mage.
When I think back to that night, it was such a strange encounter. Then again, odd encounters happen to us all the time.
So it begins. The stars have crossed.
Takiko... Soma?
Yes, that's right. To think I'd actually get to meet you in person. If this is all a dream, then please don't wake me up!
So then, you must be new at the school or something, is that right, Miss Soma?
Please, just call me Takiko. They've arranged some special enrollment just for me.
That a fact?
Which is why we haven't met before. Such a shame!
Oh, right on.
So then, Takiko, if you don't mind me asking, why are you here?
The same reason as you guys are here, I'd bet. I came to see the Heavenly Altar.
Heavenly Altar? I didn't know that was its name. So, you came all the way up here to see this?
That's right.
Do you have any idea what it actually takes to put this ritual altar to use?
Of course not. An amateur like me could never understand the Heavenly Altar. After all, this altar is the essence of Tsuchimikado magic. They say it's the greatest legacy left by Abe no Seimei. Some even say that Yako himself didn't fully understand everything about this altar.
I see. You are aware of the ceremony that takes place here, though.
You mean the Taizen Fukun ritual? Naturally.
Isn't the Taizen Fukun ritual supposed to be a secret of the Tsuchimikado family?
Why don't you tell us who you really are?
Like I already said, I'm a fellow student. I'm studying to become an Onmyo mage. I can't say much more than that, or else I might get in trouble. I'll give you a hint. Why do you think the Heavenly Altar is here in the first place? Onmyo Prep used to serve as Yako's private academy. They called it the Yako School. Open to those with aptitude, it circumvented antiquated concepts like bloodlines. You might even say the altar was his legacy. You should ask Principal Kurahashi for more details on the whole shebang. I mean, she was part of it.
She was part of what?
She's the one who turned Onmyo Prep into what it is today. Tsuchimikado found her when she was really young. She was a charter member when the Yako School was first founded.
He liked to play shogi, although he wasn't very good.
Some of Yako's personal records from that time may still be somewhere on school grounds.
Do you really think you can trust some random chick you just met?
I'm not sure. That's why we're investigating.
If what she's saying is true, then that rumor that said the real Ravenco was being stored here might actually have a shred of credibility. Any way you slice it, us digging through all the records here is going to be a hell of a lot slower than if we just asked the principal directly, you know?
She's busy right now after the attack, and she's cagier than she looks. With information in her hands, she can't misdirect us. If we can find records from when the school opened, we might stumble across some intel on Yako.
As much as I'd love to spend hours bloodhounding with you guys, it's probably easier to give Taka What's-Her-Name a call.
Yeah, we sort of forgot to ask for her number.
Awesome. It's gonna be like finding one needle in a stack of them.
Don't sweat it, guys. There should be a place where all of the school's records were held, so we just have to dig through whichever pile of books that happens to be.
From now on, dude, make sure when you meet a woman for the first time, you get her freaking number, okay?
You got it. Next mysterious girl I bump into at a creepy altar, I'll totally get her digits.
It's useless. The 10th class is as far back as it goes. Nothing from when it was founded.
I kinda wanted to see what the principal looked like before 60 years chomped into her.
You and me both, man.
Hey, it just came to me. Mr. Otomo's gotta be in one of these books.
Yeah, he does.
Kogure was in the same class, right? Which class was it, though?
Hey, Natsume, you know, don't you?
Guys, can you please take this seriously? Fine. The 36th class.
Here he is, Jin Otomo. Oh man, what a ripoff. I wanted to see a picture of him as a kid.
Let's see. It was a meaningful 3 years. Well, that's nice and non-committal there, Jin. Talk about a lazy quote.
I guess he was just as nerdy back then. And now for Kogure. Where's he at?
What'd you find?
Weird. Take a look at this name. Seems familiar to me.
But all I know is what I studied in a few books. There was a report written by a person called Ryo Saotome. He served under my father in the Ghost Division.
Huh.
Mr. Otomo and Ryo Saotome were both at school in the same year? I can't believe I didn't check the old yearbooks. I knew he was an alum.
I wonder if that Soma girl you told us about is really a student like she claimed.
If most of the school hadn't been blown to bits during that fight, we could have asked the admissions office about it.
No, I'd rather ask Mr. Otomo.
Fancy meeting you in a place like this.
Oh, hey Suzu. Weird running into you out in Ueno, right?
I had hoped to invite Khan for a drive.
You know, once in a while a serious answer would be awesome.
Don't worry, I'll have her home well before dawn.
Yeah, that's not really the
I
issue.
would of course be willing to pay.
That has even less to do with the issue. Oh, how about introductions? Natsume, you've already met. Suzu, this is the rest of the gang.
I'm aware. Toji Ato, Kyoko Kurahashi, Suzuka Dairenji, and Four Eyes.
Ah, so you already know them then. Cool. Well, I guess each one of us is known throughout the school for different things.
What about me?
He's a familiar. Created just for driving.
Whoa, what the?
Don't we all look hale and hearty? I was worried after our last...
What?
Shut your mouth.
He said...
Don't worry about him.
How could I not be worried? That kid's weird.
The child is defective.
What am I saying? Of course he's weird. He's with you.
I'm taking care of him. He's the son of a relative. He threw a tantrum and claimed I had to take him to meet someone. I guess I caved, and now here we are. By the time we arrived, someone else was visiting that person, so we decided to leave. Honestly, though, I'm kind of glad.
Shall we?
We have to go now.
So all is normal, and I am completely lost.
Say hello to the brat for me.
Something about that whole convo was off. I got the heebie-jeebies.
They say the curse is mostly gone. So what? Was it destroyed starting at the roots or something?
For better or worse, white hair is gonna be my new look. I think of it like my right leg. It's just a change I'll need to adjust to, that's all.
Well, you routed Domonashia anyway, and we're all very proud of you.
I hardly won an all-out magical battle against him, though. It was just a demonstration of skill, nothing more. From his point of view, my Onmyo posturing was little more than child's play, surely.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. You survived because your strength was real.
Oh dear, you're not gonna get all mushy on me now, are you? Beware Greeks bearing gifts, they say. So I'm guessing you're not just here to tuck me in.
Yes, tomorrow we're completely cleaning house at the agency.
You're gonna pull the syndicate out into the light of day?
That's right, I can't miss this opportunity. This time I'll be more thorough, from the ground up. That always has been my objective. We're conducting internal investigations in the departments. Twin Horn Syndicate Excision. This will most likely be the last job I do for the agency.
But, sir!
Call me sentimental, but that's pretty much the reason I came by here today. Those rats are going to resist, and they just might get it in their heads to go and bother your poor students again. But this time, the Onmyo Agency will provide a proper guard for them, so you can just rest here quietly. That's what I came to tell you.
Can we get some food? Come on, Reiji, you told me we were going to have some fun. It's my first day out in a while, and all we're doing is waiting. So far, it's been a real letdown. You've been acting all different ever since you got that X on your forehead, I'll have you know.
Come here, Shaver.
Yes? You got a plan?
Shut up!
Hey, what's the big idea, Reiji?
That's Master.
Wait! Don't stop! Please! Come on, Reiji. What was that for?
Well, well. We've got another chance to show everyone what you can really do.
Knock knock, you up for some visitors, sir?
Hey.
Oh, hi there.
Kyoko, Suzuka, it's been far too long. And I don't believe I've had the pleasure of meeting the rest of you.
What are you doing here, Uncle Amami?
Wait, that's weird. This guy's your uncle?
Family friend. He's the director of the bureau.
Amami's the name. Pleased to meet you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, sir. What brings the director of the Magical Investigation Bureau all the way out here?
Actually, this little visit of theirs isn't surprising at all. These two used to serve together in the MIB, and the old guy also hangs out with the principal sometimes.
I find it very inspiring that you went out of your way to visit a former colleague. Thank you for taking the time out from your busy schedule.
Hey, come on. I should be the one saying all that crap to him. Not that I would.
Whatever. This old fogey wouldn't come all the way out here for any ordinary bureau drone. In fact, this confirms all my suspicions. He easily destroyed the seal on my magic. He knows cryptic old spells that aren't part of the Imperial style. A prep school teacher who fought Domon Ashia to a standstill, and one who can enlist independent exorcists to help him in such a pitched battle. There's only one person in the Bureau other than the divine fan Amami who has power like his. They tried to hide his title from us, but it's obvious that he's a divine general. Codename Shadow. Ta-da! Gotcha.
What? I'm sorry, you lost.
Oh, the little lady is pretty good.
Hey, be quiet.
It's far too late to try hiding it from them now. And by the way, the name Shadow is pretty pretentious, right? Stagehand is more like it.
Are you joking? Divine Fan is way more pretentious than Shadow.
Okay, are you being for real? You used to be a divine general?
You know, if that's the case, it does explain how he held his own for so long in the battle. But why would you want to leave the Magical Investigation Bureau just to become a prep school teacher?
If I was a betting man, I'd say the reason is you, Natsume. Mr. Otomo accepted a position at Onmyo Prep about a year ago, around the same time you enrolled in the school. The principal probably read the star charts. She must have seen the trouble you would bring to the school, then she went to Director Amami to recruit Mr. Otomo as a form of insurance. It all fits quite nicely, I'd say.
Good work, young man. If you always rely on others for your answers, then you'll never be able to think critically.
So then, you're saying Toji was right?
You should think about what I've said too, boy. In fact, I have a bit of helpful advice for you. Every adult is cagier than they seem, devious down to their very bones. Never take what they say at face value, son. Then you may learn to stand on your own 2 feet. Otomo, share with them what we talked about earlier. You might not be able to contact me for a while, but that's all part of the plan.
Well, take care of yourself.
But of course.
So, come in, take a seat. There are a few things I should probably fill you guys in on.
So wait, the Twin Horn Syndicate will be gone once and for all.
Well, that's Director Amami's plan, at the very least. Even so, there's still a reason to be cautious. The Onmyo Agency will be providing a guard for you, but we should all remain vigilant. We don't know how Domon is planning to make his move either.
Whoa, Domon, you mean he could still be alive?
Oh no, he's dead. Domon Ashia is definitely dead. But we don't know yet if he's been completely destroyed. Hey, you should all be fine for a while. Just make sure you don't let your guard down.
That's very reassuring.
Takiko Soma, huh? I've never heard of her before.
She told us that she was a student. She has red hair.
A redhead, you say? I might have had some students with the last name Soma, but I would remember the red hair for sure. Doesn't sound like one of mine.
Thanks anyway. There is another name.
Feel free to ask. I can't promise I'll know who they are.
I have a feeling this one will be familiar. Ryo Saotome.
I should be taking it easy, not stressing out.
So you know who this Ryo Saotome guy is, don't you?
Yeah, we were in the same class at school.
Oh, so it was worth coming all the way out here to visit you. Saotome was a pioneer in the field of Yako research. Did you know anything about that?
You're talking about the Raven Code, aren't you? There's one tiny detail you guys got wrong. It's Suzu. It's written as Ryo Saotome, but read as Suzu Saotome.
So then it's really... Suzu?
I know you kids probably won't listen, but be careful. Saotome is trouble, not the easiest to deal with, so watch out.
As it stands, no one's seen Suzu in a while. We don't have anything on Takiko either. Kyoko, have you heard anything from your grandmother?
Sorry, I haven't had the chance to ask her. Poor grandmother has been incredibly busy ever since the attack.
Harutora, what's on your mind? You've been sitting there for a while, all spaced out.
What? Oh. Yeah, it's nothing, man. I doubt it's anything more than a red herring, but I was just thinking about that upperclassman named Suzu we met.
Suzu? You mean the weird girl from yesterday?
Count your blessings. It's time for the big boys to play, kids. For the time being, you lucky brats get to be guarded by me.
Prepare yourselves. The Onmyo Agency and the Exorcism Department are taking down the Twin Horn Syndicate immediately.
Count your blessings. It's time for the big boys to play, kids. For the time being, you lucky brats get to be guarded by me.
What the hell? Why you?
Harutora, this isn't the time.
Hey, Shaver, watch them.
Sure.
Hey, Kosuke. Thanks for earlier, man.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Is Kosuke here right now?
Yeah. I just saw him at his desk.
Republic Security Division, MCIB. Everyone stop your work, leave your desks, and line up along the walls. I repeat, stop working and line up along the walls now!
They're here. Delete and destroy anything and everything that might be seen as evidence. Escape, then gather at the appointed place.
My mommy told me to tell you thank you for saving me, sir.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're okay.
I truthfully don't know how we can ever repay you.
Please, I'm just doing my job.
Bye-bye!
It's going well. At each branch, members who came up in the internal investigation are being checked one after another.
Well, we have been working on this for a year. If it doesn't go well, we've got bigger problems than devotees. And what of Makihara?
No word yet, sir.
Nothing will really start until this guy makes his move.
A significant number of people have already been arrested.
There aren't many officers in Shinjuku yet. Just come here.
All right. Thanks, Makihara.
The investigation is pretty ambitious. Mr. Otomo said they were after some big fish this time.
What's the deal with our freaky new stalker?
They called him Shaver, didn't they?
That dude is hella creepy.
I texted Suzuka earlier to see what she knew about him. She's a Divine General, so I thought she might have an idea. Hey, speak of the devil.
Tell Stupid Tora I hear Shaver is a dangerous familiar that Kagami's been forbidden to use by the Onmyo Agency.
No matter what he looks like, do not let your guard down.
You good?
What on earth is wrong with you now?
Sorry, I gotta go get new chopsticks.
Boring, 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 boring.
Hey. I wanted to talk to you. Get your ass over here.
What do you want?
Is that how you show respect to an elder who's guarding you and your little group of friends? Calm down, Tiger. I just want to know what happened with Otomo. Kogure's said to be the one who drove Dee back, but I know that guy barely made it in time. Which means there was someone keeping Dee busy until Kogure got there. I'm naturally very curious as to how that scene played out. First, confirm something. Is Otomo still alive? Answer me.
Well, yeah, of course. That guy's alive and kicking.
You call that alive and kicking? You don't expect much for the guy who saved your life, do you, Harutora?
If you already knew, then why ask?
So he looks rough. I knew he couldn't be doing so hot after a fight like that.
I hate this tool.
Will you tell me about it? You know, the details of the magic battle between Otomo and Dee. You were actually there, but imagine how I feel. Wouldn't you want to know what happened too? So talk to me, kid. Don't be so arrogant. Talk to me. Wait, he chanted these bamboo leaves, right? And then he pulled out something that was wrapped in bamboo leaves. Interesting. Salt! It was salt that he sprinkled. The curse of the calming eight-hold woven cage.
You've heard of it before?
Yes, but I only really know the name. It's based on a spell from the Kochiki, but the bastard came up with most of it himself. And then, what did Domon do?
He laughed. Said he didn't know how to reverse it, that was all.
What is taking that loser so frickin' long?
His udon must be getting soggy by now.
Thanks for the info, but talking to you about this is pointless. The things you paid attention to weren't off track, but your explanations suck.
Give me a break, man. I wasn't born a seer.
Well, I wasn't aware of that, but I guess it makes sense. You might be spiritually tough, but your handling of spirit power is sloppy as hell. The gears aren't in sync. Basically, your power and your gears don't match up. Something feels off in its composition. Maybe the Tsuchimikado blood is having an adverse effect.
Yeah, or it's just because I'm a failure at life. I don't care though, because I'm gonna become a professional Onmyo mage.
Really? And then what are you gonna do?
I don't know what you mean.
When all's said and done, will you just be an Onmyo office worker, or teach class to a bunch of kids better than you?
So what if I did? What's terrible about that?
The world of Onmyo mages is based on ability. Those who have talent also have a way of rising to the top. But those who already know their failures will go straight to the insignificant pile. Whether you accept it or not, your path is a very different one from your friends.
Whether you accept it or not, you're a real bastard!
I bet you didn't know that you're the first person who's ever talked like that directly to my face.
I'm here, Mr. Harutora!
No need to worry about me. I don't intend to kick a stray dog that hasn't been trained properly. After all, what would be the point in that? By the way, Harutora, if you're going to try, you might as well become an exorcist. 'Cause if you ever become a halfway decent hunting dog, I'll have no problem kicking you without holding back. I'll kick till you're curled up yelping for mommy. Sounds like fun. You gonna make it worthwhile for me?
Be gone, evil spirits! Be gone, evil spirits! Be gone, evil spirits! Be gone, evil spirits!
King of the North Star becomes aware of our heroic deeds, he will awaken and rush to our rescue!
Let's rise up as Yako devotees!
We are the rightful heirs of Yako's will!
Now that they're cornered, they've lost the ability to reason. This is not righteous indignation. They're simply letting their desire to prove themselves right get out of control. They need a leader. And that means the responsibility lies with me.
Listen! If you are truly supporters of the King, what good will it do for you to die? We need your lives once the King finally awakens.
Then what are you suggesting we do to survive?
First of all, I need your help. A number of spirit disasters will soon occur in this branch office. We'll use the confusion to escape. Mutube left a magical tool that could manipulate spirit pulses. It seems it belonged to Master Domon. We were entrusted with the device for situations just like this. All we need to do is buy some time before the spirit disasters start.
Until then, we'll be your shield for the King of the North Star! For the King of the North Star!
For the King of the North Star!
It's me.
The preparations are complete, but I can't guarantee you won't be caught in the spirit disasters.
I understand. At least the number of exorcists gathered will help prevent any civilian injuries on the grounds of the branch office. I'd have preferred it if no one was hurt, but sadly that option is out of the question now.
Makihara! They're breaking through the barricade, sir!
Damn, I thought we'd have more time before they made it this far. The spirit disasters are still going to happen. This is it. Everyone get out of here, now!
This is your liaison. First, update me on your situation.
We're almost annihilated. We've all been trying to escape, but I don't know how many of us will make it out.
You're trying to escape?
Yes, using one of Master Domon's magical tools left by Mutube.
Master Domon?
Our plan is to use it to create spirit disasters and escape in the confusion.
Good to know. I suppose there's no going back now.
Right. If even one or two of us can...
Sorry about this. The Magical Investigation Bureau didn't know about Domon's tool either. I was right to come take care of this in person. Take care of you.
The liaison. It's you.
You don't know the whole truth, but it would be problematic for you to fall into the hands of the MIB. Believe me, I'm sorry, Makihara. It's finished. However, there will soon be spirit disasters in the branch office. Correct. The Twin Horn Syndicate within the agency has been wiped out. So Kagami can also... Yes, I know. I don't want him near Kagami either.
Would you mind giving the phone to me next, Hirata?
I had a feeling that you were on to me. When did you realize?
My apologies, but the only one who's going to be asking questions at the moment is me. Actually, it's been fascinating watching you work so aggressively, even after the plan went into effect. I was so impressed, I almost felt bad about the fact that I would have to call you out. I was shocked, though. I didn't think murder would be so easy for you. I believed I had a pretty good understanding of Yako devotees, but I never would have imagined there was scum like you on their side. Now, calm down and don't do anything stupid, Hirata.
I am going to restrain you.
Is this the part where you try to brainwash me into becoming a Yako devotee?
If I can welcome you as a comrade, it would be worth any risk. And on top of that, you'd be quite the catch.
I am terribly honored.
Please don't move, Amami.
Let me be clear and say this one more time, Hirata. Calm down and don't do anything stupid.
My movements. Order!
Oh, don't bother with that. You should have realized I wasn't just talking to hear the sound of my own voice. I've already made the first move, kid. You should be ashamed.
Wait, this is a high-grade spell. Is this Kagami's?
Give me a break. A real high-grade spell is more elegant than that. It's much more refined and sophisticated. A magical form of art.
A magical tool? There's probably a spell on the other side of that fan. No, there's more to it than that. Everything he's set up to now has to have been laced with curses.
What's wrong? Feeling a little cornered over there?
I'm calling for you now.
You have defenders? Servant familiars. Don't tell me this guy is... An Imperial pallbearer? Impossible! Just what in the world are you? Arrogant bastard, aren't you? Ombiro Bakisha Nagia Jihata E Sowaka! Spirit power is incredible! Kingi! Kingi! Rinbyo Shakai Chinretsai Zen! Banten Magedo Kabutsu Shuhun! Shimasan Shoujo Dorai Taraku!
Oh, there's no use.
4. How about that?
Stop! That's enough!
Very impressive spiritual pressure. I must know, what in the world are you?
I am a Yako devotee. I am someone who has inherited his will.
So you don't consider yourself the same as the Twin Horn Syndicate?
I am nothing like them. They genuinely believe that as long as Yako is finally resurrected, they will receive their own personal glory. But they become frustrated with their faith's inability to produce rewards yet. Their lack of faith causes them to blame Yako. Those people have no shame to speak of.
From what I've heard, that's just the kind of organization the Twin Horn Syndicate is.
Wrong! The Syndicate was an organization created in order to realize Yako's last wishes. But instead, they've been reduced to a group of mindless, ignorant fanatics.
So that must be the reason you decided to kill your former comrades, right?
If they wanted to be the foundation of the realization of Yako's will, then they should have been satisfied. I regret the sacrifices that had to be made this time. However, I plan to bear the burden of these sins personally.
Isn't that noble of you? So tell me then, what exactly is the Syndicate founded on anyway? How old is this group? Is it true the organization was formed by contemporaries who were taught by Yako himself?
Those who follow Yako's will are divided into 2 groups. One is the Twin Horn Syndicate. The other group is the Onmyo Prep School. The Onmyo Prep School was originally created by Yako from his desire to raise new, talented Onmyo mages. In the same vein, the Twin Horn Syndicate was formed because of his other desire. We are all students of Yako, and we are all here because of him.
I understand. But I'm curious, what is the other desire of Yako's that you speak of? What is it that you're trying to accomplish for your master?
Director Amami, listen to me carefully. Why? Why am I telling him everything like this?
Hirata? Look at me. Just tell me, what is it you're trying to do?
The director of the Onmyo Agency's MIB has lowered his guard and is asking me innocent questions? This is wrong. There's something wrong about it.
Concentrate. Please. Talk to me.
How could I be so stupid? This is all a spell! Restrain him!
Oh dear, is that as much as I get? Did you know when you're dealing with a rather difficult familiar, it's best to ensnare its master immediately?
But how? When could you have done it?
Why worry about such minor details? Now would you mind handing me my fan? It's right behind you.
Divine Fan dies in Amami. No. I failed.
Don't worry about that. You did pretty well, kid. I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? The only one who's going to be asking questions here is me. Those Imperial pallbearers had me going for a while. This was more of a headache than I imagined it would be. What? There's no way! You've got to be kidding me. What the hell is going on?
Even if class is over, it doesn't mean that they're done hunting the Twin Horn Syndicate. I think we should stick together as much as possible. Toji and Tenma are looking for Suzuka so she can join us.
What are you doing? How can you just waste our time? There are people fighting desperately on your behalf.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Does this mean you're not going to help them then? Are those stupid believers simply insignificant beings that are beneath you? Too worthless for you to notice? Please enlighten me, King of the North Star.
The Twin Horn Syndicate?
Boring, 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 so boring.
Let Master Horitora have more to do next week, please and thank you.
Don't tell me. He's with the Twin Horns.
No, I'm not part of the Twin Horn Syndicate. However, I do understand where the fools are coming from. The weak feel they must cling to Yako Tsuchimikado for any hope of staying afloat in the tumult. Chihiro Mutobe, who started the spirit disaster this past spring, and Yoshitaka Makihara fighting the Bureau as we speak. We all joined the agency the same year. The three of us. We talk about Yako all night long.
Mr. Eto?
I didn't mean to frighten you. I just wanted to remind you that some people are looking to you for their dream, misguided though it may be. If it isn't too much trouble, would you kindly imbue this with some of your power? Very well. Sorry I bothered you.
Mr. Eto.
Be careful!
I regret killing him so quickly. It's all Reiji's fault, though. He never lets me play anymore. What's this?
Okay, back out slowly.
Master Horitora, the miasma is burrowing underground as well! At this rate,
freeze. This is bad.
Come quickly, Hokuto! Escape while you still can. Kyoko, summon Salt and Pepper.
Who? Oh, right. Hakuo! Kokofu!
Look. His body has an affinity with water. Soil of Earth! With the power of a bonfire, hold back this tainted water! Order! Damn!
Heads up, you two! Stop them in their path. Surround and shield us from harm. Order! It's no use. My spell didn't even phase it.
That wasn't even a warm-up. If you kids want to play, you should play with me!
Nutcase!
He's becoming a spirit disaster! Hokuto!
Yes! This is what I've been missing!
They just keep coming. How are we gonna get out of this?
Now's your chance, kids! Hurry! 11th and 12th squads, isolate the spirit disaster! Then we'll purify this whole area!
Now's our chance.
Don't run, I want to play!
Are you two okay? Next step, we find the rest of our crew.
Wait, guys. Wait for me.
Hokuto can't get in here. Order! All right! Tenma! Toji!
This is still way too boring for me. Hurry up and go full ogre!
Crush this jerk!
You're just a familiar, Psycho. We can take you.
Suzuka! Thanks a lot, guys. We would have been toast without you.
Don't make such a big deal about it, moron.
That's more like it. Ready or not, here I come! Time to die! Now you're making things interesting. Let's up the stakes, kids. I want some more.
Creepy.
Back off! Now, monster!
My turn.
Now that was fun, Dragon. That stabbing headache you're feeling is named Razor. It's a pretty cool name, don't you think?
Natsume! Are you okay?
You've got a lot of nerve taking that dragon away. Bring it back! Now! Right now! Hey! Bring it back!
All right, let's book it!
Kyoko! Come on, what's the holdup?
Move it!
Kyoko! We can act as decoys. Once he takes the bait, grab Toji and run. You got it?
Please, Haratora, just be careful.
Let's go. Natsume, I need you to reinforce the door's barrier.
Haratora? It's Natsume, too! Why haven't they purified the spirit disaster yet?
Yeah, what's going on out there? This keeps getting worse. Everyone, hide!
That dragon of yours. Think it'll come out to play with me if I kill you?
Heads up, dude! Use it!
Natsume! Huh? Crap.
What's the deal? You're not even wearing a talisman? What if I were to cut off one of your arms or legs? Would the dragon come out?
Not a chance!
Shoot!
Stupid Tori, you gotta calm down.
Shut up!
Bring out the dragon. Bring it out. Come on. What's wrong? Not so tough now. What, did you think that dressing like a boy and tricking everyone would make you stronger? You're a liar. Yo, weirdo. Get up, you freak. Say something,
It's not
would
enough.
ya?
I can't stop him.
Let's go.
I don't have that kind of power.
Loser.
I'm too weak.
Say something.
I don't have the magical skill needed to protect Natsume.
Done.
But still, there's gotta be a way to beat the crap out of this bastard! Wait. I didn't start out as a spirit seer. This let me see into the spirit world. It is the gate that connects the inside and the outside. Natsume gave it to me. Focus. For her.
Your gears just aren't in sync. Your power and your gears don't match up.
Focus. That was it.
Haratora! Haratora! Wake up!
Order. Snare.
That's one of my custom spells! Where'd you learn it?
How did you do that?
I got this. I can bring this scumbag down. I know I can. I can read him like a book now. Of course. He's lagged a few times, but the sword definitely hasn't. The sword. It's his talisman. Khan! Let it go!
Right!
No way. Come on. I need a stronger power source.
Enough! This is over now! Left yourself wide open!
Have a few of these on me!
A strong fire spirit. One that's a match for Shaver. Or better. Natsume, help me by luring him into the courtyard. We'll surprise him, okay?
Okay.
Master, right behind you!
Catch!
Got it!
God of the Eastern Sea called Ame. Of the Western Sea, Shikuryu. God of the Southern Sea called Jojo. God of the Northern Sea called Gukyu. Gods of the Four Seas, dispel 100 demons and exorcise disaster! Order! Natsume! I did it!
Hey, was that?
It was.
Haratora! Stupid Tora! Behind you!
Come, Khan. Now, please.
Yes, sir!
This one is made of a wood spirit. I can put that to use. Fire's going strong. Now what? To control a fire spirit, I need a fire spell. That's it. But I hate the idea of copying that bully. Nomak sarabata taki yatebiak sarabato kebiak sarabata tarata sendenmaka ken gyak sarabata biginan unterata kanma. Fire vanquishes metal. Order! We got him.
It wasn't Natsume who forgot his pledge to me. He never even knew about it in the first place.
You got that? Well, all right then. Now, Pinky, swear that you'll never forget.
Because she wasn't the one who made it.
What a day, right?
You lied to me.
Hey!
You lied to me.
Bit late for Mio to call me.
Director Amami.
Huh? Miyachi, good. How are things going at Meguro?
Well, somehow the spirit disaster made it all the way up to a Phase 4. We contained all the damage to the branch office, but it's still a real mess over there. How's your end?
New information has cropped up, and I need to discuss it with the Chief face to face.
I'm on my way there now. The Chief just called me in.
Really?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Fill me in on the operation. Unfortunately, only half of our objectives were completed. Ah, then you were careless. We only succeeded in removing a few insignificant weeds by the stem, while the Twin Horn Syndicate's roots remain untouched. But I must say, sir, I now believe those roots connect to a different plant entirely.
Tell me everything. So the girl was pretending to be Investigator Hirata, And you believe that someone else is in control of the girl. I understand that much. But what makes you so sure that the controller isn't another pawn of the Twin Horn Syndicate?
Because Hirata's the one who shot Makihara down.
If the Twin Horn Syndicate isn't the united front we assumed it to be, then we should consider the girl to be part of a splinter group of some kind. Perhaps a different faction entirely.
I thought the same at first, too, until she used the Imperial Pallbearers against me in battle. There are only a few families in the world who have access to Imperial Pallbearers. And this leads me to believe that the real Hirata was switched with that girl, which most likely occurred during his Ghost Division investigation. And the Imperial household ran the Ghost Division. It's obvious. One simply has to connect the dots.
It can't be helped, can it? Huh? You can come in now.
Director Amami, I apologize for my disrespectful actions. I'm Takiko Soma. It's a pleasure to re-meet you.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Shido Dairenji's original family name Soma?
Takiko's the last direct descendant, the last of the Soma line.
What is the meaning of this? Let's put aside her real name and whatever her intentions might be for now, shall we? There's no way you can deny her behind-the-scenes involvement with those Twin Horn Syndicate maniacs. Which leaves me wondering why you'd ever let someone like that within earshot.
Don't expect me to explain myself to you.
You know all this and let the mission go ahead? Do you have any idea how many people died in that raid?
It was a decision for my family to make alone.
A decision for the Kurahashi family? That's odd. I don't think Mio was kept in the loop about any of this business at all. If she had known about it, she would have done something.
My mother is not the head of the Kurahashi family.
Director Amami, don't make this harder than it has to be.
Oh, you foolish old man. I've never ignored a woman before in my life, and this was the wrong day to start. I should have answered your call, Mio.
I apologize, sir. It's my fault.
There's no need for you to worry. This will officially be blamed on Hirata.
The next step, Natsume Tsuchimikado. With the help of the Raven Coat, we will be able to help Lord Yako regain his consciousness. When that happens, the Twin Horn Syndicate will purify that body, and then we shall return Yako to his proper form. We're so close now. The time for us to meet him now approaches.
You may be right. Well then, time to proceed to the next step. The time has come to introduce myself to Natsume Tsuchimikado.
Natsume. Gotta admit, a little weird seeing you like that.
I can't imagine what school will be like tomorrow.
Everyone's probably heard by now. Should make things a little bit easier.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I'm worried about Kyoko, though.
Me too. We all lied to her together. Well, I guess the only thing we can do is prepare ourselves.
Prepare ourselves? For what?
So we can face her straight on, and start apologizing non-stop. It's a chance to be real friends. You know, the kind who don't feel the need to hide the truth or anything from each other.
You crack me up. You're always so optimistic.
Yeah, that's the only thing I got going for me.
Do you really think so?
Hey, you were supposed to contradict me there.
It's already been a year. It still seems like yesterday, though. Haratora, I've been meaning to say thank you. It's been a great year, and I'm happy you got to be here with me.
I might not be exactly dependable quite yet, but I'm a pretty decent familiar.
True.
Master Haratora? I'm terribly sorry to interrupt this moment. It's not technically an urgent matter, but it's important.
Con, I'm really sorry. It's my fault I kept sending you spirit energy.
It's alright. My job as a familiar is to receive my master's powers, and I'm extremely grateful.
I'm still sorry. It wasn't on purpose.
Not on purpose? Oh no, begging your pardon, but your magical power is lacking much needed stability, Master Horatora. This is a very serious matter, sir.
Nah, it's totally fine. I'm keeping things in check now, right?
Yes, Master, but still.
Please stop stressing and let me get some sleep today. I gotta go back to school bright and early, you know. Good night.
Looks like we were right, guys. They're all staring at us. The news about Natsume is out.
Hey! Good morning, everyone! Hey, bro. How you doing?
I'm okay, thanks.
You went through a lot, didn't you? You're living in the boys' dorm still, yeah? But you're good?
Yes, people are keeping their distance, though.
I'm sure everyone's way confused, but I'm glad it wasn't too big of a deal.
Dude, Tenma! I always thought you must be a for-real good guy, and I was right.
Calm down, I'm just trying to be a friend.
You know, guys like you aren't easy to find, my man. You should be proud of yourself.
Come on, guys, back off. I'm not comfortable with all this touching.
Hey, I didn't see you over there.
Yeah, poor thing was waiting anxiously by herself until I showed up.
I was not! Don't tell lies, Four Eyes! For everyone's information, I just got here.
What you got in your hand there?
What? Well, this is, oh, it's nothing.
Natsume, have your parents said anything yet?
Well, it's just her dad. Natsume's mom isn't really around anymore. She doesn't talk to her dad much, though, so she might be able to hide it until after graduation.
I guess Kyoko's the only one left.
Yeah.
Good news. Starting today, we'll see each other whether we like it or not. Hooray.
So lame.
Tsuchimikado, I want to say thanks for saving us. If you hadn't been there, I probably would have died.
Yeah, same here.
We seriously can't thank you enough.
But it was our fault. We're the only reason you got involved.
And you kept us from getting hurt, so it's all good.
I can't believe it. Thank you, everyone. She's gotta hate me.
Hey, hold up a sec! Kyoko, wait! I'm sorry. I tried to explain it in my text. You know what Natsume is like. It doesn't matter how unreasonable this whole thing was, to her, tradition is tradition. But we feel really bad about tricking you. We've been jerks. Big time. So please, just let us apologize.
I told you. Don't you remember? About how I met a boy at Natsume's house as a kid, and I said I liked him. Do you remember that at all?
Yeah, it was love at first sight or something. I know it's hard, I'm sorry, but Natsume's a girl.
Yes, but I met a boy.
No.
And he was kind. I'll never forget that. I was just some random annoying little girl. But he wasn't bothered by me at all. I asked him straight out if he was a Tsuchimikado, and he told me he was. Say what you will, I know the kid I talked to was a boy.
I'm sorry, but there's some mistake.
You really mean it? You'll look for my ribbon for me?
Yeah, at least I'll try.
All right, you made me a promise. Pinky swear you won't forget.
It's not fair. And I was planning to apologize too. I can't believe all the things I said to him. I'm sure he remembers now. This is the worst.
You are bumming me out.
Oh, hey, Suzuka.
I'm gonna need you to stop. Your lame sadness is starting to make me feel bad, too. So, like, what is wrong with you today, anyway?
I don't know.
Yes, you do too, No. You're totally admitting that I'm the girl who has love troubles, Aura. Are you maybe a little drunk with your own self-sufficiency? Give me a break.
Why are you here? Did you just want to argue with me?
I don't have the time to argue. I only came to see how you were because I was asked. Four Eyes wouldn't shut up about it, so here I am.
Tenma?
Yeah, turns out he's boring and annoying.
Suzuka, you knew the truth about Natsume, didn't you?
You mean that she was a girl? Well, duh. I gotta admit, the whole thing was pretty funny.
I didn't know. They had me completely fooled.
Well, who cares? Why are you so depressed about it anyway?
What?
Shouldn't you be getting super pissed instead? I mean, they all lied to you.
Yeah, but Natsume sorta had to follow her family's traditions.
Oh, like that makes it okay? Maybe she shouldn't pick traditions over her friends. Did you think about that? Plus, Toji and I knew the truth from the beginning. A secret can't be a secret if that many people knew. Seriously. I'm sure you know they regret everything and are like way sorry, but I think you should still make sure to give them a piece of your mind just to shake them up and make them know they're stupid. Write loser on their foreheads and force them to keep it there a whole month. Or make them say, I'm sorry times
Thank
infinity.
you, Suzuka.
For real, those people get on my last nerve. They act all self-righteous to everyone else, but meanwhile they're hiding their shady business. I mean, Natsume has yet to confess her whole Hokuto charade to Harutora.
Are you talking about Natsume's familiar dragon?
Different Hokuto familiar. Training camp. Remember the story that stupid Tora told? About the one girl that he liked? Long-distance manipulation?
The familiar girl, yeah, sure. No, you can't be for real. By Natsume hasn't told him, do you mean...
Now, I don't have technical evidence, but if you think about it objectively, who else could it be? Anyway, just stop. You're being almost as irritating right now as those jerks are. So hurry up and make up or whatever with them already. I got plans, so get over it.
Wait, what plans?
Nothing specific. We all have plans, don't we? You don't have to know everything. No! Don't look at it!
A fireworks festival?
No, it's nothing. I just had that to doodle on. It's not at all what it looks like or what you're thinking it may be. It's a scrap piece of trash paper, so give it back to me. Give it!
Day after tomorrow.
No, it's not!
Don't worry. I'll settle things with them before then, okay? It'll be fine. Thank you, Suzuka.
Whatever. Quit it. Let me go, you cow. I can't breathe in here. Pinky, swear you won't forget, okay?
And then I went and totally forgot. What am I supposed to say to Kyoko when I see her again? I can't sleep at all! It's Dad. What could he want? Things are all right on our end, so there's no need for you to be worried. What crap does that mean?
Before dawn, it was confirmed that the fire at the home of the distinguished Tsuchimikado family had died down naturally before the firefighters arrived. The cause of the fire is currently being investigated.
Yasasumi Tsuchimikado, current head of the Tsuchimikado family. I'm taking you into custody.
Independent exorcist, Mari Yuge.
I do not wish to make matters worse, sir. I would appreciate you coming quietly.
May I ask why?
I have not been told the details at this time. In fact, you probably know what this is about more than I do. Will you come along quietly?
No, I will not.
Oh my, you've got guts walking in like that, dear. You didn't even take off your shoes.
No matter what, everyone stay within my barrier. If not, you'll die.
Oh my, and I was holding back some too. Even so, you are pretty good.
Miss Yuge is a State Onmyo Mage First Class.
Oh? Could you be the barrier user Bond Princess by any chance?
And just who might you be?
Well, I used to be your senior. I'm sure you've heard of Lom of Akihabara.
I have not.
The Exorcism Bureau's Sky God Kamachi? Flashing Lady Thunder, maybe?
First time I've ever heard of those names.
Really? Well, you're still young, so... And I haven't worked for a while either.
That woman is the human power generator!
Are you kidding me? How come you only know that nasty name?
You heard from the investigators who went around back?
No reply yet, ma'am.
Understood, thank you.
Telling everyone that's the name to go with!
I am now taking you both into custody.
What? Oh my, so you're choosing to face me head on?
From the east, Akira. From the west, Shutako. From the south, Satero.
Order!
From the north, Sodamani Soaka. Om Bishibishi Karakara Shibari Soaka.
An immobilizing spell? No point! The Tsuchimikado barrier won't allow it! But how? The barrier is...
It has not been taken down. She looked at its construction and rendered it ineffective.
In that split second?
I am a barrier expert after all. I would prefer it if you could sit there quietly, human power generator.
It can't be helped. May I, Yasuzumi?
Try to be gentle.
Electricity is coming directly out of her body. Is it a familiar?
That is correct. No Makusan Mada Bonada Indoraya Soaka!
Don't underestimate me!
What's this? Some kind of barrier?
With a Divine General for an opponent, winning with a frontal attack will be difficult.
Then why don't you, I don't know, try helping me out?
This is not the time for me to fight. In these situations, my familiars are extremely capable.
Chizuru's right, you know. You should put a little effort into this thing, too.
Takahiro!
Sorry I'm late. Made it in time, though.
Impossible! Om Bishi Bishi Karakara Shibari Soaka! A familiar!
You should be able to move now.
And who are you?
Just a simple country Onmyo doctor, ma'am.
Well, looks to me like you're stuck. It's not terribly surprising, considering the fact you're facing the whole Tsuchimikado family.
What? Miyachi!
You can do better than that. How can you greet a former colleague so rudely?
Commander,
I gotta say, good work, Maririn.
Please don't call me Maririn, sir.
It's been a while, you three. Haven't changed a bit.
Presumptuous, don't you think? Even for a Miyachi.
Come on now, we can be friendlier than this,
Why
can't
are you
we?
showing up now? After so much time, why not just let it slide?
Now don't be so unreasonable. You really haven't changed.
Miyachi, tell me, you're fine with this?
Why, am I not supposed to be? To be honest with you, even I'm not on the chief's side this time.
It certainly appears as though you've become rather dignified.
Much obliged for that. Now then, do you think you can give me what's in the box?
Oh no, that would be impossible. Takahiro?
Got it. We get to do something death-defying for the first time in quite a while.
Maririn, do you think you could strengthen the barrier around this area? The last thing I'd want is to trouble the neighbors by burning everything in this vicinity to the ground. Thank you for your patience. The Raven Coat is now in my possession.
So you're saying Yasuzumi Tsuchimikado's whereabouts are unknown?
Yes.
Anything from MIB?
Well, about that. Considering how unsettled they should be right now with their director missing, they're doing strangely well.
What the hell?
Yeah, those guys are acting on orders without knowing a single thing about them. It's bizarre. One more thing, Jin. I get how you feel, but don't go off on your own here.
Yeah, sure. I'm kind of a coward, so can you please try not to scare me, Master? Thanks. You decided to be a child this time. You have to have known that's in rather poor taste.
There are various conditions that need to be met to be my host. For the record, I haven't done anything. Not yet.
Wonderful. And what is it that brings you to my room this fine evening?
What do you think?
I don't know, but I'm praying you're not here for revenge.
How regrettable. Do you truly think I would bother doing something so completely boorish? It's the opposite, actually.
Which means...
I came to answer to the winner. If someone bested me and didn't receive anything in return for their victory, then my name would become obsolete, and we can't have that, can we? Onmyo Mage Jin Otomo, what is it you would like me to do for you?
Well, for the time being, do you think you could perhaps withdraw? But if that's not possible, just quietly stay inside for a bit?
Boring. You know those things are hardly acceptable requests.
Well, Master, mind if I ask you a question, please? The blast that was responsible for blowing away your old body, was it the work of the Twin Horn Syndicate?
Most likely. They wanted to keep me from spilling secrets.
Then I imagine it would be safe to assume you've parted from their company at this point, is that correct?
It is. I have no duty towards those fools any longer.
Does that mean you don't mind telling me who's behind Twin Horn? Because I'd really like to know who that might be.
The caller on the Twin Horn Syndicate is very connected to the Onmyo Agency, although to be fair, I bet you are already aware of that fact. This is fun! Ask me something else!
Okay. Why did you want the Raven coat?
Oh, I just wanted that because my disciple requested it.
Disciple?
That's right, and surprise, she has somewhat of a history with you, Jen. Her name is Suzu Saotome.
Yes, indeed. Tell me, is she doing all right these days?
She's already left. It seems she doesn't need me anymore, so I don't know. How impertinent. Okay, let us leave it at that for tonight, shall we? I'll see you soon, though. This conversation is not nearly enough to reward you for your victory.
Oh no, it's plenty.
Why don't we agree that I still owe you one anyway? If you have something you want to ask me in the future, all you have to do is call. And I promise to lend you my power if you need it.
Master, I have to say I'm a little afraid that you're actually trying to curse me.
The fact you truly believe that is evidence of your twisted personality. Now give me your mobile telephone. I'm going to put my number in it for you.
You have a cell phone?
Yeah. Of course, who doesn't? Don't you find with the technology nowadays, it seems like only a matter of time before our magic will be obsolete? Catch.
Well, when you say it, it's difficult not to believe that's the case.
We're two men behind the times. We should try to get along from now on, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, man.
No bodies or remains were found in the ashes, and there's still been no contact with the owner of the building, Yasusumi Tsujimikado. The authorities so far have no leads.
Natsume's family home burned to the ground, and I don't even know how she's dealing. Enough.
Excuse me. I was planning to go to Natsume Tsujimikado's classroom. Do you think you can show me where he is?
Okay, have we met before?
We haven't yet, no. Very nice to meet you. I'm Takiko Soma.
Yeah.